Sometimes they are, and sometimes they're not. Welcome to this episode of Am I the Asshole? Our first one is from Ocean Boyle. Am I the asshole for threatening to kick out stepdaughter for stealing from daughter? 4 years ago, my wife passed away due to breast cancer, leaving me, 42 male, and my daughters, 19 and 17, behind. 1.5 years ago, I met Vicky, 47 female, and we quickly fell in love. Vicky has a daughter, Heather, 24, and together they came to live with us. Vicky and I did not get married, however, so Heather isn't technically my stepdaughter. Almost from the beginning, Heather wasn't very nice towards me, to say the least. I tried to get to know her and at least establish a cordial relationship, but nothing worked. She was very disrespectful and hateful to me, but also to her mother. Heather also picked verbal fights with my daughters, but I squashed that soon after it happened. Heather was the instigator, and I told her if she had a problem, she should direct it at me instead of at my daughters. It seemed to work. Last week was Casey's, my eldest daughter, 19th birthday. I gave her a spa package treatment for 2 persons, total $500, in the form of a gift card, and told her she could pick another person to go with. She chose her younger sister, who was happy to go. They would pick a date and make the reservation. Casey wanted to make the reservation 2 days ago, but couldn't find the gift card. After hours of searching, we couldn't find it. When Heather came home, we asked if she had seen it. She told us she didn't. After another hour, Vicky found the gift card in Heather's room, against Heather's protests. After a while, Heather admitted she took the card from Casey's room and went to the spa 2 days ago with her girlfriend. I was pissed and told her that if she didn't pay Casey $500, I would kick her out. Since Heather doesn't have a job and has dropped out of college, she says she can't pay for it. She's been living at my house rent-free with everything paid for. I told her if she can't pay for it, she should go live with her deadbeat father instead. She called me every name in the book and locked herself in her room. Vicky says it was an asshole move since she has nowhere to go and her father won't pay for her to live with him. So, am I the asshole? In my eyes, no, because your girlfriend's daughter stole from your daughters in your home. You moved your girlfriend and her daughter into your home. At the end of the day, it seems like your girlfriend is pretty fucked up by not putting her foot down and telling her daughter exactly how it is. Our next one is by Strange Air 9373. Am I the asshole for not including my sister-in-law in photos during my bachelorette party because she wore white? I'm getting married, yay! And my brother John asked me to include his girlfriend Sarah as a bridesmaid as a way to get her involved with our family since he wants to propose soon. I wasn't happy. She's quite snobbish, almost in a comically villainous way. She once made fun of the fact that I get most of my groceries from the local big box supercenter and not somewhere with more high quality product. But I love John and it mattered a lot to him, so I agreed. On to the issue. On the final night of my bachelorette party, we decided to have one big meal that was really pricey and fancy that we all saved up for. Sarah said she had to take an emergency work meeting and for us to go ahead first. The restaurant was walkable from our hotel. Guys, when Sarah showed up, I was floored. She came in a white sparkly sequin number with a tall skirt and a tiara. When we were planning the trip, my maid of honor made it abundantly clear that everyone was supposed to wear pink so we could get a really cute photo together at the restaurant. I'm not even kidding. Her outfit was so bridal looking, the waitress actually asked if we were having a joint bachelorette party. I was so upset that when it came time to take photos, I absolutely refused to have Sarah in them. She said it wasn't her fault because she didn't get the memo, but I told her it was common sense to not wear a bridal-looking dress to a bachelorette party if you're not the bride. Plus, she was in the group chat and even made comments about another girl's outfit when we were talking about what we wanted to wear, so I know she knew. All of my friends were on my side and they made sure she didn't end up in the photos. When we got home, she pitched a fit to my brother saying that we bullied her at my party and deliberately left her out. She was also pissed because a lot of family and friends noticed she wasn't in the photos, and I wasn't afraid to tell them exactly why. My brother's really upset though, because she's been crying and whining about it nonstop since. Apparently, they're both so mad they're going to skip Father's Day brunch, so the whole thing is blowing up even more. I'm starting to feel bad because my mom told me that my brother and Sarah are fighting a lot now, so I'm not sure if I'm being the asshole here. My brother called me a bridezilla, but I really feel like Sarah was trying to ruin my night. I really don't think you're the asshole in any way, shape, or form, especially since the memo was sent out, and if she was in the group chat, she clearly knew. And just because Sarah wanted to show up with the fucking tiara, which says it all, I don't know, it's on her. And if her and your brother are fighting, maybe her true colors finally came out. He might want to rethink that proposal. And our final one is from AloneFun8599. Am I the asshole for silencing my girlfriend? I, male 28, have been dating my girlfriend Nancy, female 25, for about 2 months now. We met on a blind date that our friends set us up on, and have been seeing each other relatively regularly since then. I'm not entirely sure if we are officially boyfriend-girlfriend, but Nancy seems to think so. Nancy describes herself as a bit of a mean girl. I honestly thought she was joking for a while, as she's typically quite nice. However, she has an awful tendency to insult people based primarily on their appearance. These insults can happen anywhere and anytime, and can be targeted at literally anyone. Of course, she never says these things about the person right in front of them. The other day I invited Nancy to a family friends event we were having. My mother's friend, Sarah, had just gotten out of the hospital for cancer. Sarah's family and my family are very close. I've known them since I was born and consider them to be extended family. Due to cancer and chemotherapy, Sarah no longer has hair and is very thin. Once Nancy saw her, she started smirking. I literally pleaded with her not to say anything rude, and she agreed, but told me that I was ruining her fun. Fast forward, I'm chatting with my mother, female 55, and sister, female 24. Nancy walks by and says hello. She chats for a bit before starting to make several highly offensive jokes about Sarah and her appearance. I will not repeat anything, but her jokes mainly pertained to baldness and anorexia. My mother and sister looked mortified, and so was I. I literally had my jaw hanging open for a good few seconds. Once I snapped out of it, I firmly told Nancy to stop, and that no one found her shitty sense of humor funny except herself. She got upset and said I was being controlling and misogynistic for trying to silence her. I maintained my position and reaffirmed that her comments were insane. She got even more upset and asked that we leave. I said it would be rude for me to go as it was still relatively early, and she ended up leaving on her own. Am I the asshole? Update. I was complaining about you-know-who to my friend who introduced on the phone. He dead-ass told me he introduced us on April Fools for a reason. You're definitely not the asshole, and you're definitely not misogynistic or controlling either for basically telling her to be quiet and show some form of fucking respect. I don't know, something like that. It just makes me hope karma smacks her and people laugh at her when she's really going through some shit. Alright, that's enough stories for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Am I the Asshole? If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload, and drop a comment down below. It really helps with the algorithm and helps new people find my channel. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons, have a great day and stay safe out there.